Hey, Pastor Jared of Calvary Assembly in Ely here. And I want to talk to you really quick about this Sunday's message. First, I want to invite you, 9 a.m. or 11, but I want to dive into something that we see in chapter 18 of Genesis, which we'll be covering this Sunday, both at the 9 a.m. and the 11 a.m. service. So Genesis 18, 1 through 3, I just want to read this really quick. And kind of this idea here is that Abraham shows aggressive, like not normal, but aggressive hospitality, okay? Genesis 18, 1 through 3 says, "And the Lord appeared unto him in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in the tent door in the heat of the day. And he lifted up his eyes and looked, and lo, their men stood by him. And when he saw them, he ran to meet them from the tent door, and bowed himself toward the ground, and said, My Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant." That was King James version there. Abraham is aggressively showing hospitality, as if he knew these weren't just three random travelers passing through on their way through his area. He knew this was the angel of the Lord and two regular angels. Here's a few clues that kind of tip the hand for us to know that he recognized them. So verse 2, it says he hurried to them. He hurried back to the tent. In verse 6, verse 7, he ran to the herd. Also in verse 7, his servant hurried. They were hurrying around as if they knew, this is the Lord. We're not messing around here. Abram bowed low before them in verse 12. He got water to wash their feet, verse 4. He served them, and we see these in freshly baked bread, verse 6. A choice calf, verse 7. Curds and milk, verse 8. He stood while they were eating in verse 8. He was aggressively serving them, running back and forth, making sure everything was taken care of, and really honoring them to the most that he could. Let's keep reading here, verse 4 through 8. "Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. And I will fetch a morsel of bread, and comfort ye your hearts. After that ye shall pass on, for therefore are ye come to your servant. And they said, So do, as thou hast said. And Abraham hastened unto the tent until Sarah, and said, Make ready quickly 3 measures of fine meal. Knead it, and make cakes upon the hearth. And Abram ran into the herd, and fetched a calf tender and good, and gave it unto a young man, and he hastened to dress it. And he took butter and milk, and the calf which dressed, and set it before them. And he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat. Now, first off, none of these were fast. He didn't go in there and open up a pack of Sara Lee bread slices. Like, they made bread, right? They from scratch, all these things. They killed the calf, they prepared it, they cooked it. So this was quite a while that he was entertaining and just getting this meal ready. He served them a disgusting sounding drink that apparently was pretty common, like curdled milk and fresh milk mixed together. Offered them refreshments, appetizers as it were, while they waited for this meal that probably took several hours to be made. Just a couple things about this. A measure was a third of an ephah. The flour was designated by the original Hebrew words as exceptional, so we know this was like high quality. This was like Instagram's version of like sourdough bread, right? Like, I've got some good, what is it? A source, whatever they call it, right? As they've been preparing their sourdough. Let me go cook this up. Let me get this bread. Like, I'll make you some nice sourdough bread, right? I know it's popular on Instagram because we're all cooking sourdough bread all of a sudden, right? He goes and makes them nice, fresh bread. The curdled milk mixed with fresh milk was a refreshing drink served to tired travelers while the meal was being prepared. I mean, I don't get it, but last year we had an exchange student stay with one of our families, and he hated pretty much all of our food. Like, when I say ours, I mean Americas because it's all too sweet. So we're overly, like, to me, curdled milk, fresh milk, like I barely drink fresh milk, much less curdled milk. But you know what? Every culture has their own thing. And this would be like if you were entertaining me and Tristan and you pulled out some nice ice cold, I almost said Red Bulls. I've been on a hunt for a specific Red Bull. Monsters, you know, I like the zero sugar. Tristan likes the white pack, right? The what is it called? Mine's the absolute zero sugar. His is, I don't remember the name of it. It's the white can, right? It pulls us out here. Grab a drink while we wait for the barbecue to get heated up and start cooking this food. The calf was a rare and added luxury as well. But here's the main thing. The main thing that we can learn from this and see from this. Abraham made time for the Lord. Again, this was hours, guys. Making and preparing and cooking fresh bread, serving the appetizers, as it were, the refreshing drink, going and getting a live cow and going through the entire butchering process to cook that and prepare that. This was like probably an all-day event. I don't know the exact timing, but I'm guessing this is an all-day event. So he made time for the Lord. He served the Lord with the best he had to offer, right? This wasn't like, yeah, we have some bread that we made yesterday. Let me go heat it up for you, you know? This was the best he had to offer, and he used it to honor the Lord. Well, this Sunday, we are going to take a closer look at what it means to minister to the Lord and what impact that can make on our lives. So I invite you to join me here and all of us here at Calvary, either 9 a.m. for our first service or 11 a.m. for the second service. And just for a time of worship, we have an Encounter Cafe, so we can serve you refreshing breads. They are going to be sweet breads, okay? I don't think we have any sourdough. Cakes and breads, and we have sodas, diet sodas. We've got coffees, there we go. I'm not a coffee drinker. And my own specialty that I invented, now we're back into our summer season, the Atlantic Splash. Come in and see what that is. If it's your first time as a guest, or if it's your first or second time and you haven't been treated yet, come on in, just let them know, hey, I'm a visitor. We will hook you up with some free snacks. We have a great time of worship. Amazing people here, and then we will get in and study the Word and really dive into what it means to minister to the Lord, and like I said, how that can impact and change your life. I'm Pastor Jared, Calvary Assembly. I'll see you Sunday, 9 a.m. and 11. Have a blessed day.